Okay guys, now the questions which you wanted to ask are finished right now. Now I will choose a question, a type of question from each homework. So until 5 o'clock I will solve as many as I can. Now I opened the first one, the first homework. From this homework we have three types of questions. First type in here, x squared x. Second type, x squared number. The third type, if we have all three terms. So now I chose 3 like this. So in this type, remember that we always move 1x outside. So 3x minus 8 is equal to 0. From here, there can be two answers, which is x is equal to 0 directly. 3x minus 8, if this is equal to 0, 3x is 8, 1x is 8 over 3. Then the second type of questions, x squared and the number. Firstly, you move number other side. Instead of 0.6, we can write 6 over 10. Let's make it faster. And there will be 15 in this side. After that, x squared is equal to 15 over 6 over 10. So then x squared is equal to 15 times 10 over 6. 15 times you will flip 6 over 10, 10 over 6, which is 15 times 10 over 6. So from 15, if you divide it by 3, there will be 5 divided by 3, 10 divided by 2, and 2 divided by 2, 1 and 5. So x squared is equal to 25. You will get in here. After that, remember, we take square root of both sides. You may show it in this place also. So when you take square root for this one, this is very important. Please look at the board. Please look at the board. This is very important. When you take square root and something power 2 with letter, you write it with absolute value is equal to square root of 25 is always positive 5. From here you say that x can be plus 5 or minus 5. So let's remember the third type. In this type, that we will have 3 terms. I chose something which has some more steps. 4x times x, 4x squared. 4x times 1, just 4x. If you move 3 in here, it will be minus 3 is equal to 0. So if you have a number, you also must think for this part. We can write 1 times 4. In here, we can write 1 times 3. And here, one of them must be minus. In this place, one of them must be minus. But firstly, let's try something. 1 times 3 is 3. 4 times 1 is 4. Their difference is 1. There will be a difference. If I move 3 up, 4 times 3 will be 12. 1 times 1 will be 1. 12 and 1 has a difference 11. So this is not working. I cannot change this one. So I can change this one as 2 and 2, like she said. 2 ups. Sorry. I must use the pen and continue. If I write 2 and 2, let's try that. Let's try this one. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 1, 2. Their difference is 4. So to get plus 4, bigger product, which is 6, must be plus. Smaller product must be minus. Let's show that these numbers are working. 2 times plus 3 plus 6. 2 times minus 1, we do cross product. Minus 2 and is plus 4, which is the mid number. So now we continue to factorize by using these numbers directly. 2x minus 1 times 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. There you have 2 ways to continue. If this is equal to 0, 2x minus 1. If this is equal to 0, 2x is equal to plus 1, 1x is equal to 1 over 2. Other one, 2x plus 3. If this is equal to 0, 2x is minus 3, x is minus 3 over 2. So these are the most basic things about the first homework. Now let's go to the second one and next page. So let's close this and 10th grade homework in here, my documents, and the second one. Here I want you to use the discriminant method. Let's choose something. I think this one looks well. After that, let's prepare each question, then solve it. We have another type of questions which is like this. Let's put it to the next page. From each type, one question. I will try to make it really fast. If I do solve some verse which is not pronunciation is not well. Sorry about that. I hope that you can understand. If there is something which you don't understand, can't get the verse, please tell it to me. So now in here I want you to use the discriminant method, which is we must know the formulas b squared minus 4ac, and we must find x1, x2. For x1 minus b plus square root of discriminant over 2a. For the x2 minus b, instead of plus, minus square root of discriminant over 2a. Now, to do this one, firstly we must define the numbers. We must show the numbers a, b, c. Let's do that. A is the number. Remember that if there is no number, 1. B is minus 4. C is 2. Now, let's check that. B squared minus 4 power 2 minus 4 times a times c. 16 minus 8 equals 8. Now, x1 minus b is minus 4 plus square root of 8 over 2 times a is 1. Minus 4 will be plus 4 and plus square root of 8 over 2. If you write until here, it's okay for me, but remember that instead of 8, we can write 4 times 2. We can write 4 times 2. And let's do it better. Instead of 8, we can write 4 times 2. You can move 4 out as 2. 4 plus 2 square root of 2 over 2. Both of them divisible by 2. So 4 by 2 is 2. 2 by 2 square root of 2. Let's do the other one. Every step will be same, but instead of plus, you are going to use minus square root of discriminant a. 2 times 1. As I have told in the previous, 4 minus square root of 8. If you write, it's okay for the exam time, but let's show it for general. We can write 4 times 2 instead of 8, 4 times 2, and over 2 will be there. Then there will be 4 minus 2 square root of 2 over 2. You will divide both by 2, and 2 minus square root of 2 is the final answer, which is a very simple question, I think, for you. Memorize the formulas, put the numbers. Now the other one. For this one, I want to add something additional. And same thing, but I will just try to change the question. A plus, let's say, 5 is good. 5 is not good. 6 is very good. 6 is very good. X and 6 is not very good. Okay, but I will figure it out a number. I must do it very fast because we don't have so much time. And what will I write? I think now it will be solvable. Okay. Now, okay. Remember the condition. When do we have two real roots? When do we have one single root? When do we have no root? It's all about the discriminant. So, to have two roots, the discriminant must be bigger than 0. One root discriminant is equal to 0. No solution discriminant smaller than 0. So, we must find the discriminant. To find the discriminant, firstly, let's write the numbers for the place of a, b, and c, which is for the main form ax squared plus bx plus c. Let's write these numbers. The place of a, how many x squared? 1. The place of b, a plus 6 and 4. Yes, it will break short. So now, the discriminant, the formula of it is b power 2 minus 4ac, which is b is a plus 6 power 2 minus 4ac. So, a plus 6 power 2. Remember that firstly square of first plus 2 times first times second plus square of second. A squared plus 2 times 6, 12, and a, and plus 6 squared, 36, minus 4 times 4, 16. Okay. Okay, 60. So now, here we have the expression x squared plus 12a and plus 20. 20? Is it 20? Okay. Now, I must find that for which a numbers will it be bigger than 0, for which a numbers will it be equal to 0, for which a numbers it will be smaller than 0. Remember the idea of sign chart. I must check all the numbers from minus infinity till plus infinity. Firstly, to check that, I must find the roots. I must find the ones which makes it 0. I must find the ones which makes this expression, which is the discriminant, which makes it 0. Which ones does it make 0? 2 times 10, am I right? So after that, a plus 2 times a plus 10 is equal to 0. From here, a is minus 2. From here, a is minus 10. So now we can do the sign chart for a, and this part is for the discriminant. I will check all the numbers which I can use instead of a from minus infinity till plus infinity. So in this area we have 2 important numbers, minus 2 and minus 10. Firstly we must write minus 10, smaller, then bigger, minus 2. After that, so for these 2 numbers it will be 0. We show them with circles. Now let's do the final part. So here in the discriminant, in this one, a squared is positive, or the coefficient of it is 1, which is positive. So I will start with plus, minus and plus. Right now we checked all the numbers. For all the numbers we can put instead of x, instead of a, and the results of them. The result from minus infinity till minus 10, positive. In here, negative. Over there, positive. So now, let's do the final solution. For the part A, the condition is which ones for which place will it be bigger than 0. We must write the positive places. A must be element of numbers from minus infinity until minus 10, positive. Also from minus 2 until plus infinity, positive. Okay, now the B, for which numbers discriminant is equal to 0. A must be element of, now we use set parentheses, the solution set, which is minus 10 and minus 2. One of these 2 numbers, nothing between them, one of these 2 numbers. Then the last case, for which numbers is it smaller than 0? All the numbers from minus 10 until minus 2. For this area, it will be smaller than 0. I hope that you can remember this one. So now, faster, the time is approaching, okay. Yes, you can take it from there. So now, if I cannot finish them all today, tomorrow, if somebody stays in here, I will continue and do the video some more. So let's continue. Now let's go back to the homework part. This was the second. Now let's go to the third one. In third one, the kind of questions, I think let's choose the first one here. This kind of questions. I also asked this one in quiz, if you remember. What? Yeah. Okay, then is there another kind of question in here? These are a bit harder. Perhaps for not exam, perhaps for exam. I think I have solved some of them in the extra lessons. Let's solve one which is 8. I'm gonna be really fast, inshallah. Here we have x squared. Everybody can remember it. Inshallah, inshallah, inshallah. Kismet. Okay, now let's solve these 2 questions. So the first is the very important thing. x1 plus x2 minus b over a, which is minus 5 over 3. x1 times x2, c over a, which is minus 1 over 3. So for the first case, remember that it's equal to x1 plus x2 over x1 times x2. So addition minus 5 over 3, product minus 1 over 3. Minus over minus will be plus firstly, so we don't need to worry about minus anymore. 5 over 3 we keep same, times we flip this one as 3 over 1. 3 and 3 simplifies each other, result 5. For the second one, for the squares, remember that it was equal to x1 plus x2 power 2 minus 2 times x1 times x2. Let's do that. The sum is, which was, I must. So this was minus 5 over 3, this was minus 1 over 3. I'm trying to be faster, but in exam you must write longer. So square of this one, minus will be plus, so I don't need to worry about minus. 5 squared, 25 over 3 squared will be 9, not 6, 9. It will be 9. Here, minus 2 times minus 1 over 3. Minus will be plus. 2 times 1 over 3 will be 2 over 3. After that, to add them, you will multiply this one by 3, which is 25 plus 3 times 2, 6 over 9. Denominators will be same, 31 over 9. So the third one, which is cubes, remember that it was equal to x1 plus x2 cubed. Then I think it was minus or plus. Was it minus or plus? I don't remember it well. Do you remember? Really, I don't remember. Minus 3. Tamam, haydi. İnşallah minus 3. So, it was minus 3 times x1 times x2 times x1 plus x2. So, let me think that we will start with plus, then in the second one, minus. So, minus 3x1 squared. We must have minus 3x1 squared. Minus 3x1 and multiplied by x. So, this is true. Let's continue. Firstly, let's write the things under each of them. x1 plus x2 minus 5 over 3. Minus 5 over 3. And minus 1 over 3. So, cube of these will be negative. Minus will be negative. So, firstly, let's put minus. 5 cubed 125 over 3 cubed 27. After that, firstly, let's decide the sign. Minus will be plus times minus. After that, 3 times 1, 3 times 5, 15 over 3 times 3, 9. To make it with same with 27, multiply by 3. 3 times 15 will be minus 125 minus 45 over 27. So 5. These have same line, so we will add them. What? 100? 5, 10, 2, 4, 6, plus 1, 7, 170 over 27, and finished. So, if you memorize the formulas, if you don't forget them like me, it will be very easy for you. Okay, now let's do the other one. Do you have a question from here? Do you have a question for this? So, look at that. I'm doing everything. I'm trying to do everything for you. This is especially for you, because you are the naive one. So, the other question. From the equation x squared, here we have power 2. We try to write x1 plus x2, which is minus b over a. So let's write number a 1, number b 1x, place c minus m plus 1. So minus b over a, which is minus 1 over 1, x1 times x2, c over a minus m plus 1 over 1. So now this one including another letter, but this one has final result. So I will use this one and the given thing in here together, which is x1 plus x2 must be equal to minus 1 over 1 and x1 minus x2 is equal to 5. So the given things, I will use the given things as the results, then I will try to find the letter n after I find x1, x2. Okay? So now you can use two ways. Remember the method, substitution method. If you move minus x to other side, you will get that the first way. x1 is equal to 5 plus x2. 5 plus x2. You can put this one in the other equation. Instead of x1, you can write 5 plus x2. But right now I will use elimination method. When you add them side by side, here we will have 2 of x1, and here plus x2 minus x2, 0. Let's write plus before it. And minus 1, 5, 4. So 2x1 is 4, 1x1 is 2. So if x1 is 2, x2 must be, let's find that, x1 plus x2 must be minus 1. To make the result minus 1, this one should be minus 3. Minus 3 plus 2, minus 1. Minus 3 plus 2, the result must be minus 1. Understood? Then after that, let's find the letter m. Let's find the letter m by using the product, which is 2 times minus 3 must be equal to minus m plus 1, minus 6 minus m plus 1, plus 1, not 6, sorry. Put minus m other side, 6 in here will be plus 6 plus 1, so we also found 2. Faster? Okay. Now this homework is finished. Next homework, let's go to the next homework. This was which homework? 125. The third one we finished. Oh. Now, fourth one. About the fourth one, let's choose a question from here and put it there. Let's solve 2 questions more and leave the others for tomorrow, perhaps. And from here, let's choose this one, or the first one, which is a very easy to remember. I hope that it has a solution. Now I see that now I solved the question as soon as I see it. For now, let's remember writing equation. The main x squared minus sum of roots plus product of roots is equal to 0. This is the way to write any equation. So now here we must find the roots of this one. We must find the roots of this one, which is x1, x2. Okay? And 6x squared plus 9x minus 6 is equal to 0. Can we simplify it? Do you realize something? We can divide them all. What? We can divide them all by 3. Divided by 3. Divided by 3. Divided by 3. Yes? Ah, 4. Very big. Let's make it small. Okay. And let's move back to the pad. And is equal to 0. So now let's try to factorize this one to find x1 and x2. We must find them for this question. 1, 2, 1, 2. We don't have any other choice. So one of them must, in this part, one of them must be minus. Firstly, I will think that 1 times 2, 2. 2 times 1, 2. 2 and 2. If I make one of them minus 2, the difference 0. I must get 3. So let's change the place of these two numbers. Let's make it 2 times 1. 2 times 2, 4. 1 times 1, 1. 4 and 1 has a difference 3. To make the difference minus 3, the bigger one should be minus. The bigger one, which is 4, must be minus. To make it minus, this one will be minus. Now the numbers. Minus 2 times 1, minus 2 is good. In here, 1 times 2 is good. Now checking with cross product should be 1 times 1, 1. 2 times minus 2, minus 4, and minus 3. This one. Everything is okay. So we can factorize it. 1x minus 2. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So from here, If this is equal to 0, x must be 2. If this is equal to 0, x must be minus 1 over 2. So now, the new x, x3 and x4. Let me change the rule because right now it will take a lot of time. Let's say x3 is x1 plus 2, x4 is x2 plus 2. Both of them plus 2. Let's say both of them plus 2 to make faster because making it will be longer. So we will add plus 2 to each one. So this we can say x1, x2. When you add plus 2, x3 will be 4. When you add plus 2 to this one, so add plus 2, minus 1 over 2 plus 2. Instead of 2, I can write 4 over 2. Same with 2, 4 over 2. So minus 1 plus 4, x2 is 3 over x4, pardon, 3 over 2. So now sum of the roots, 4 plus 3 over 2, sum of the roots, 4 times 2, 8, plus 3, 11 over 2. The product of the roots, 4 times 3 over 2. 4 and 2 simplifies each other. 3 times 2 will be 6. Or 4 times 3, 12 over 2, 6. Okay, till now. Now, the final answer, new equation. X squared minus sum of roots, 11 over 2, x, plus product of roots, 6, is equal to 0. Is it okay? Let's continue with this one. So, what was the question about this? Solve. Find the x numbers. Find the x numbers. Solve it. So, here we have x power 4, x power 2. Remember that if you have something like this, x power 2a, x power a, we change the unknown. We change the unknown. If you have half power, so instead of x power a, we say that it's t or another letter. So, in here for this question, instead of x squared, we use letter t. If you use letter t, 3 times, instead of x power 2, t squared minus 8t and minus 3 will be equal to 0. So from here, it will be 1 times 3. This one will be 1 times 3. The other one will be 1 times 3 also. So 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 1, 3. 3 and 3 makes, pardon, we must take their difference because one of them must be minus, so they will be 0 like the previous. So we change their places. 3 times 3, 9. 1 times 1, 1. 9 and 1 has the difference 8. Let's arrange it for minus 8. So now the numbers must work. 1 times 1 will be 1. 3 times minus 3 will be minus 9. And it will give us minus 8. Also the product in here, same with 3. The product in here, same with 3. Same with minus 3. Sorry. Let's continue. X, not x, t. I must use t minus 3 times 3t minus 1. 3t minus 1 is equal to 0. From here you will get that t is equal to number 3. If this part is equal to 0, t is equal to number 3. If this part is equal to 0, t is equal to number 1 over 3. First in minus 1 will go other side, plus 1, then divided by 3. So in the first place we have mentioned that x squared is equal to 3. So for the first result, t is equal to 3. So x squared is equal to 3. Take root of both parts. Absolute value of x, square root of 3. So x has two results, minus square root of 3 or plus square root of 3. Same calculation for the second case, 1 over 3. X squared is 1 over 3. We take root of both sides. Absolute value of x is equal to square root of 1 over 3. It is always positive, but the x itself can be plus square root of 1 over 3 or can be minus square root of 1 over 3. Remember that for this kind of questions, we also write the solution set, especially if there are many results, which is minus square root of 1 over 3 plus square root of 1 over 3 and minus square root of 3 square root of 3. And let's say that's all for today. Is it okay? By my